Greetings, welcome to our 2022 fall update for the restoration of Grand Trunk Western number 4070. A lot of things have been happening since our last update, so please join us and watch the exciting news that we're about to release. The highlight of recent progress was back in October when steam contractor Dan Pluta visited with the Restoration Committee for an up-close inspection of the locomotive. Dan got his start on the operating crew of the 4070 and today performs work on steam locomotives throughout the United States as owner of Pluta Rail Operations. During our visit, we inspected and discussed various aspects of the rebuild, including the replacement of the smoke box, ultrasound testing the inside sheets of the firebox, the alignment of the driving wheels, and much more. The main item of concern, however, was the crack in the frame between the number 1 driver and the cylinders. With Dan's advice, we've assembled an all-inclusive plan for the preparation and welding procedures we'll use to make the frame like new again. This type of work does come at a cost, however, and we need your donations before we can get started on this type of rare repair. So when making your donation to the restoration, remember to earmark it for 4070's frame repair. The task taking up most of our volunteers' time lately has been ultrasound testing the outside sheets of the firebox. In this task, we've had a great deal of help from our friends and neighbors at the American Steam Railroad who are nearly complete with the ultrasound on Reading T1 number 2100's massive boiler, and they bring great experience to our project. Currently, readings on the outside sheets are nearly complete, with just the roof sheet still needing to be done. And once we're there, we'll move inside the firebox to take readings of the inside sheets. Having exact thickness measurements will allow us to determine what metal on the boiler is tired and what needs to be replaced, and what will stay with the locomotive in her next life. On the other end of the locomotive, our volunteer draftsman has been all around the smoke box taking measurements for its replacement. These measurements are to be converted into a highly detailed digital model that we'll use to roll the material for the new smoke box. The locomotive smoke box actually has been replaced once before with an enclosed coffin feed water heater added on, but this occurred during a Grand Trunk shopping back in the 1930s. Since then, the smoke box has taken quite a beating from decades of hard running, and it is too deteriorated to use today. The rivets joining it to the boiler and the bolts securing it to the cylinder saddle have been removed, and bolts have been installed in the rivet holes to hold the smoke box in place temporarily. Stay tuned for more news regarding the new smoke box in the near future. As many of you know, we recently had the opportunity for 4070's whistle to be sounded on an actual locomotive. Our friends at the Hocking Valley Scenic Railroad allowed us to use 4070's whistle on their number 3. It was amazing hearing this whistle being sounded on an actual steam locomotive under full PSI, instead of hearing it on an old recording from 30 years ago. The amounts of people that were there was incredible. It was close to 1,000 people who rode behind that whistle. People were really excited to hear the sound of 4070's whistle being played on an actual locomotive again. Just think, if we could attract that much people just by using the whistle, imagine how many people would come with the 4070's whistle actually being used on the 4070. And that wraps up our fall 2022 update for the restoration of Grand Trunk Western number 4070. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll consider donating if you go onto our website and social media. Thanks so much. Take care.